Welcome to IBC Solar Training. Today we have Longi. They'll be presenting their modules and doing a presentation on their modules. Can everybody hear me? If you can just raise your hand or just a reaction, just to make sure everybody can hear me, that would be great. Perfect, thanks. So just a side note, everybody is muted. You will not be able to unmute yourself. So if you do have a question, you can just type it on the chat and we'll make sure that somebody gets back to you with, to assist. So we're just gonna wait for a few minutes, just to wait for a few people to come in. And then we will start with our presentation for today. So today we have Andrew. Andrew, welcome. Andrew is from Longi. He will be doing the presentation. Andrew, if you can just say hi to everyone.
Good morning, ladies and gents. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, let's just give it a few minutes. Wait for a few people to come in, and then let's just say maybe in the next 2 minutes, and then we'll be able to start. Apologies for the delay. We're just waiting for a few people to come in, and then we can just begin. Okay, I think we can start. Yeah, and everybody will just join and as we proceed. Welcome, Roger. I see Roger here. Welcome. Shirai. So yeah, anyway, we'll begin. I'm not sure if you guys can see my screen. Can you just give me a thumbs up if you can? And then we'll just start the training. So before we start, what I'll do is I'll do a small presentation of our web shop and what we have as IBC Solar, and we'll just guide you to see how to maneuver around our web shop. If you are not registered with us, please do drop your email on the chat, and one of our sales guys or Zane will reach out to you with the form to fill in so that you can have access to our web shop. If you're an installer, please feel free to send your email. Okay, perfect. Let's start. Yes. So currently we have a solar special. So if you buy a combination of modules, inverters, storage, you will receive a 2% discount. So the discount is only valid for residential solutions up to 15 kilowatts. So if you do have a system and that's up to 15 kilowatts, please feel free to make use of our special for this month. Just make sure that you do put in your voucher code to spring. Okay. So now IBC online portal. So you'll see on the top right-hand side, there's portal. So you'll be able to if you do have access, you will just click on that, and then it will maneuver you to this dashboard. So you'll see there we have price list information. This price list information, this is where you'll get the prices of our units. So you can download the price list in Excel form sheet, and you can choose between rands and US dollars. So you can use this to download it onto your PC and then integrate it into your own website. And then we have our online shop. This is where you will see what you'll see our PV modules, inverters, storage. This is where you'll see what brands we sell. So for instance, we do sell Longis, and in today's presentation, we will be presenting Longi. So our brands are MyPV, Meteor Controls, Longi, SMA, Victron. These are the products that we sell, and many more. So as you can see here, if you are looking for information, if you are already registered with us and you're looking for documents, you can access it on our online shop. So you don't have to contact your sales manager if you're looking for documents such as invoices, delivery notes. You can find that on My Documents on our online web shop. So all you have to do is just click there. You will be able to see your open orders, outstanding invoices, deliveries, invoice overview. So this actually helps you with admin work. So you can find everything online, which makes it more faster to get things that you need. So now we do have IBC volume price, IBC volume prices. So what happens is you can see on the right-hand side, scaled prices from 1 piece, you will see a price there. From 31 piece, you will see that the price goes down. So please make use of this. So what happens is it automatically comes in. So if you were to select 31 modules, 31 pieces, your price would go down automatically. So you don't have to contact your sales manager for a discount on this, but everything is automatically integrated when you select the pieces that you need. If you are looking for data sheets, we do have a section there below, as you can see on the arrow. If you click on that, all the data sheet will come up: warranty, installation manuals, this declaration of conformity. You are able to find all the documentations online. Also, another thing on availability, if you can see, for example, in this case, we do have, you will see that the green color shows availability. So if you do see that and you want to make a purchase, let's say you want to buy Longi panels and you're not sure if we do have in stock, if you see that green color there, it shows you that we do have pieces available, and you can see that that is greater than 1,000 pieces. So if you want to make a purchase but you need it urgently, you can rest assured that we do have stock. If you see availability there from week 30 to week 37, we do have available, and we have more than 1,000 pieces. So you can just go ahead and just make an order, and then your sales manager will process it and then inform you to say this is the day in which you can receive your modules, for instance. So now we do have IBC requested quote. So you will then click on, you go to your shopping cart and then request quote, and then you will then have a quote processed. You just have to click continue there at the, which is at the bottom right-hand side. Also, another thing, for instance, we do have a special this month. This is where you would be able to put in your coupon code. So please do not forget to put in your coupon code, because you will be missing out on a great deal. So everything has to be done by you. So just always make sure that you remember this so that you don't lose out on a great deal. And that's it on the online shop. And then we now have PV Manager. PV Manager is a software, PV software, which assists you in designing, in creating a quote. So PV Manager is sort of similar to, for all you installers out there, if you have used Helioscope or PV Syst, PV Manager is similar to that. But this is quite special for IBC because this can actually help you make a quote, and you can integrate that into your online shop, which is a very nice tool to have. So if you do, so we do have, you can request to have PV Manager. So PV Manager, if you need if you need the software, you just contact your sales manager, and your sales manager will then inform you on the prices of PV Manager, and they will assist you to get access to it. Also, another thing on PV Manager, if you do request need assistance in maybe you're looking at a huge commercial site or a huge residential site, if you need help in doing a presentation, PV Manager can help you with that. You can get your yield, you can get your losses. So PV Manager is a very good tool to see what production you can get out from that specific location. And then we do have technical services as IBC. These technical services are only offered to our premium clients. So if you are registered with us, you can make use of our technical services. So we do assist in going on site, also online commissioning. So we can assist you with that. Let's say you brought, for instance, a Victron system and not sure how to do the commissioning. We are able to assist you as IBC and to make sure that you get the best service you can get. So all the prices, if you want to find out the prices, feel free to contact your sales manager. Your sales manager will then organize with the technical team to get you the technical support you need. And then we do have order management. So this is where you can find all your confirmed orders, overview of all your pending invoices, and you can also get an overview of all the completed deliveries over the last 450 days. So this is like a great thing to have. So because you don't want to go back and forth contacting sales managers, so everything is available on your online web shop, so you can find it fast. And then we do have financing options. We have two financing options. The first one is the 30-day payment term account on request. So this can only be approved by your sales manager. So you need to talk to your sales manager and come to an agreement, and your sales manager will then provide you with the necessary information that you need and inform you how to proceed from that. And the second one is LulaPay. So LulaPay is not an IBC financing option. It is a third party, but you are able to register with LulaPay and get into a 6-month repayment period with them. So if you do not have the money at the moment and you are expecting it in a few, let's say in a few weeks, you can make use of LulaPay and then pay them back in a 6-month repayment period. And that's it from me. And I would like to give this opportunity to Andrew, who is then gonna do his presentation on Longi. And I hope everybody learns. We hope to learn a lot from you, Andrew. And yeah, everybody welcome. And let's give Andrew a chance to do his presentation. Andrew, yeah.
Thanks very much for that intro, as well as all that info on the IBC platform. It's always good for us suppliers to also understand your platform, to see the value proposition you also offer. I'm busy sharing my screen. Elton, can you just confirm you can see it?
Yes, I can see your screen. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes, thank you for the opportunity. We really value these type of sessions for both internal, collaboration, as well as getting some customers on board to also see what Longi's value proposition is. As introduced, I'm Andrew Tyler. I'm head of channels and CNI at Longi Solar for Southern Africa. I also have my colleague Shirai on the call, who is our product manager for Sub-Saharan or Africa. He will also be just slightly touching into the actual products, whereas I'll be doing a short, brief intro into Longi, as well as talking about our installer incentive plan, which I think is a really great opportunity for installers to make some extra bucks back for maybe a Christmas party or further business. All right, getting started. So Longi was founded in 2000. Initially, the purpose of the company was around the wafer production. Wafers are the silicon portion of the module. Obviously, modules are made up of a number of different components, such as glass, EVA, encapsulant, glass, cables, frame, etc. But the core technology lies within that wafer. And we have been the largest wafer supplier to the market for many, many years. And in around 2018, if I'm not mistaken, we decided to jump on board and start to do our own modules. And as you can see, the company really is a powerhouse with in excess of 60,000 employees and operating income in the multiple billions, as well as a very well positioned company financially. In terms of milestones, this will be shared with you guys as well as the recording available. However, there's just a few things I wanted to highlight. So not many people know that Longi has always been a mono PERC or mono technology wafer supplier. We've never been involved in poly. So we kind of spearheaded the transition to mono in the industry. It was a difficult one, especially for Africa, but you'll find nowadays that pretty much 90+% of the global market is already onto mono PERC modules. We also became the #1 wafer supplier in 2014. At the moment, we have around 46% market share. In 2015, we entered the solar cell and module market, and in 2018, we became the most valuable PV manufacturer globally. So there's a lot of really exciting things that we spearheaded. One of that is technological development. Most of the cell technologies that you see out there were most likely developed initially by Longi. So we spend a lot of money on R&D or research and development to ensure that our industry is fast moving and that we're always on top of whichever direction the industry goes. We also launched a hydrogen business in 2021. And then in 2022, we also launched 2 very new exciting products. One is the Hummer 6. This is the product that we'll be focusing on today when Shirai does his presentation. When you are looking at module manufacturers, it's easy to get kind of swept off your feet by the amount of information that's available. You look at someone like IBC as a valued partner of Longi, not just in South Africa, but also in Europe and other countries. They chose Longi because of what's currently on the screen, and obviously various other factors. But the most important thing is to always look at the financial stability of the business, as well as the bankability as a whole. So you'll see in the industry, there's a lot of terms being thrown around like tier 1. Although tier 1 is something that we fall into, it's a very simple metric to meet. And that list of tier 1 suppliers has become quite, extensive and doesn't really have as much value anymore. And that's where you start to look at, the Altman Z score or financial stability score that module manufacturers have. And that's where we come to the PV Module Tech Bankability Ranking, which on the bottom right of the screen is based on a pyramid. And that pyramid ranks the different module manufacturers from, C all the way up to AAA. They look at things like the manufacturing capability, which is both shipments and capacity, as well as the technology that you're spearheading, as well as the financial health, which would obviously speak to the honoring of a warranty in 25 to 30 years' time. I'm glad to say that Longi is AAA and has been AAA for the last 14 quarters. So that's basically 3.5 years of financial stability. And that really does give you comfort as an installer or as a distributor such as IBC to take on a product like Longi's, where you know that the company is in a really good position and will not sort of be at risk of not being around in 25 years' time. As mentioned, we are ranked #1 for both wafer and module shipment. For wafers, I won't focus so much because it's not the order of the day today. But you'll see on the right of the screen, we started really in 2018 with modules. We were first in 2019, fourth, and in 2020 first. So literally in 3 years, we became #1, and we've maintained that ever since. And it's looking really positive this year so far, based on the current shipment volume. Last year, we shipped a volume of 46.76 gigawatts. That's 46,760 megawatts. In short, that is 46 stages of load shedding. Sorry, 460 stages. Yeah. And then you've got a capacity planned of around 130 gigawatts for 2023. And you can see there's quite a lot difference between our current shipments and our capacity. That's because we do some OEM manufacturing, not just for ourselves, but also for others. And then also it gives us the ability to answer demands in the market. So really quite an exciting, future ahead for Longi as well as our partners. I mentioned briefly the R&D investment that we spent in 2022. It was, quite a significant value. And this is currently a proportion of around 5.5% of our operating income, which is the highest current investment in R&D in our industry. So really quite an impressive figure, and that just shows you what we're really trying to do to develop our technology and ensure that we're always on top of the trends. For cell efficiencies, we have been really spearheading the latest and greatest in efficiency records. So on the screen, we have a number of figures. The main focus is just to show you how we constantly spearheading new technologies, trying out, the different types of technologies that are out there. You can see we also spearheaded the N-type TopCon revolution, but then realized that the ceiling for that product is really low and decided to come up with our HBBC module, which is the HAMO 6 that we're presenting today. You can see that this is, again, cell efficiency. So your module efficiency currently sits at the most at around 22 to 23%. But on cell efficiency, you're seeing various world records on the screen. And more recently, not yet available, on our PPTs, is that we are spearheading the development of the Perskovat, I think it's called, cell technology, which we are breaking the 30% efficiency barrier. And that could, in 2 to 3 years' time, give you a module in excess of 700-800 watt that is currently the same size as a sort of 580, 600 watt module. So really quite exciting things coming up ahead. We've spoken about the company in terms of financial stability, etc., but more importantly would be, the quality and performance of the product. We can tell you all day that we have a great product, but the only really way to know is to test and see what the third-party test labs have to say about our products in various testing sequences. I won't go through all of them on the screen, but you can see that we've been a top achiever in multiple third-party lab tests, in various categories as well, and often come out as the highest or top performer out of all module manufacturers. And what's interesting about these scorecards is that typically the testing standard that everyone adheres to at the absolute minimum is your IEC standard, but these lab tests are actually often 5 to 10 times what the requirement is to pass the IEC standard. So really pushing the products past the sort of general point of check and seeing what they're actually capable of, being out there and sort of really testing in real world scenarios. And then just a quick highlight of the current range that's available. On the left, we have the HAMO 5 and 5M. These are the products that, we've been working with IBC on for a few years now. These are your typical, 500 watts plus modules. So maybe 500, 505, as well as 555 to 560 watts. The latest and greatest technology that we'll be focusing on today with Shirai is the HAMO 6, which is the one in the middle. This is a product that IBC is in the process of launching with us and should be available, I would say, probably in the next 1 to 2 months. But really exciting efficiency, is really great looking product, and something really exciting for our industry. And then without focusing on it, just to mention, we've got a new utility product, which is an N-type HPDC cell. And if you have any utility requirements, please feel free to reach out to your sales manager and we can have a chat and see how we can fit that requirement. All right, then lastly from my side, just focusing on the installer incentive plan. We've had great support from the marketing and sales team at IBC, but I thought it would be a great opportunity to kind of just give it a bit of context. What we realize is that South Africa is very stocked with modules at the moment, and we as a premium manufacturer wanted to launch some type of incentive plan to incentivize the use of Longi modules during this period and also into the future. So the timing of this is just coincidental that it happened to be during the sort of period of there being a lot of stock on the ground, but this is something that we should have out there for at least another 2 years. However, the first sort of version of this is running until the 30th of this month. So what we've done is we've essentially put a subsidy per piece. This is applicable only to installers that purchase from our distributors, such as IBC. And what will happen is you will be offered a maximum of $2 per piece on the Hummer 5 modules, which is the 505 watts, as well as the 555 watt that IBC has in stock. And then once the Hummer 6 launches through IBC, we'll be offering up to $5 per piece. The Rand dollar today is, I think, 19 Rand 20, so $2 is equivalent of around 40 Rand per module. It might not seem like much until you start to add up, 500 modules over a 2-month period, and suddenly you've got quite a sizable amount of money to keep in the bank or for extra costs, etc. This is available through, like I said, South African distributors only. So if you're buying the stock in South Africa but installing in a neighboring country, that's also okay. We just need to be able to, see that it was purchased through a South African distributor. What we need is nothing, surprising, in my opinion. We really just looking for some information in terms of the installer, just so that we know who the company is that installed these products. We need purchasing information, which is the date of purchase, the distributor, obviously the capacity and product type, and a receipt is helpful because it proves that it was a genuine purchase. And then project information, which would be basically the serial numbers as well as a case photo or case study photo. And essentially the idea is to just, kind of get enough information to prove that it's a genuine installation. And we're really looking for, good quality installations. Not that we can judge from a photo, but we don't really want panels lying on the grass or something like that. It really needs to be installed with proper mounting structure, as well as, done in a professional manner. You would get various incentives. So the incentive, firstly, being the payback, which, like we said, is $2 or $5 depending on the product. We're also looking to get an installer service kit launched, as well as some extra, installer marketing around specific workshops, etc. So here's the 7 steps. This is sort of a bit all over the place, but the idea is just to show you guys, if you want to refer back to this, to have a look at what is required from your side. But you'll see from IBC's social media posts that there is a link to be able to download the Excel sheet that you need to fill in, as well as provide to our HQ. Please join us in supporting this. We're supporting both our partner IBC as well as you guys to be able to be more competitive, or potentially end up with a nice Christmas bonus for your installers or installation teams. So yeah, very excited to see. If you need anything, my email is on the screen. Otherwise, you're welcome to reach out to your sales managers and ask that we support you with anything you require. Thank you very much. I'd like to hand over to Shirai now.
Thanks, Andrew. I just wanted to find out first if there are any questions from anyone in the presentation. Do we have any questions in regards to what Andrew mentioned? It doesn't seem like we do have any questions. Please feel free. Yeah.
Sorry, I just
Okay.
want to add on to Andrew's presentation on the incentive. I've posted some information as well as the form you need to complete and the email you need to send the form to in the chat section. So make sure to check out those details.
Okay, no, thank you, Zane. So if there aren't any questions, we can then just proceed. And please feel free to write on the chat if you do have any questions, and we will try to respond to you as fast as possible. Yeah, we can just continue.
Thanks, Elton. Shirai, just you can share your screen when you're ready, please. Sorry about that. So I'm not sure if maybe he's having a technical difficulty. Let me try reach him.
Okay, and just another reminder, to ensure that you receive the recording after the webinar, just please make sure that you register. The link has been put on the chat by Zane, so please remember to register so that you can receive the recording after the webinar. Will the client Andrew, will we be able to get the presentation?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll share it with yourself, or I'll share it with Zane, should I say, after the call, and then what we can do is, yeah, essentially you can share it out to the guys, and if there's any questions, they can give us a shout. I
Okay.
see there is a question that's been posed now, just while we trying to ascertain what's going on our product manager's side. It was, what is the minimum number of modules for the incentive? So there is no minimum, provided it's actually an actual installation. In other words, it can't just be, sort of you bought one panel and attached it to the wall or something like that. So yeah, I mean, obviously some residential installations might start with 3 or 4 panels. That's fine. If it's 4, 2, 1, whatever it might be, as long as it's an actual installation, that works perfectly. So yeah, look forward to seeing what you guys are up to with your installations.
No, thanks.
No problem. You there, Shirai?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I just had load shedding, so my Wi-Fi was disconnected. So I'm trying to connect to my window.
No stress. I figured as much. It was around 10 o'clock, so these things happen.
Okay.
But that's why we're in this industry. It's always free marketing for us when there's load shedding like there is now. So I hope you guys, as installers, are busy. Yep, please, Shirai, when you're ready.
Yes. Can everybody see?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can see your screen.
What I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to go through the overview of our new product, that is our HIMO 6 series. Without taking your time. Yeah, so what happens with Longi, what we did, we introduced what we call the HPBC technology. So the HPBC technology is more of a back contact cell, which have a product range. We've got 4 product range. That is your Explorer, a Scientist and Guardian, and also the Artist. But for this region, what we are going to distribute, it's only going to be more focusing on the explorer and also the scientist. And if you look at the explorer is more performance improvement, and also on the scientist, it's more of high module efficiency improvement, which was done. Then, with regards to the technology, what happens now is when they develop the cell itself was improved with a hydrogen passivation layer. So this layer is actually, it improves the light absorption, thereby increasing the efficiency of the cell. Then also, it also allows to have also multi-layers in the cell to reduce also impurity recombination, thereby also making the cell robust at the same time. So, and also we look at also the back contact and we do stringing of the cell. So all the cells are stringed from the back, so we don't have any ribbon on the front side of the cell. Give surface area to collect and also absorb. So also what we have done also to the cell, we have also added what we call a coating on the cell, that is your AR coating. This AR coating also, it prevents also from light reflecting back and also losing some efficiency on the cell. Then previously we used to have the normal modules with strings on top. So what we have done a test between the HEMO 6 and also the other modules with front contact and also back contact, and we've realized that we have improved light absorption by approximately 2%. And this is which is very good for the new product, which is the back contact. Then at the same time, what we have done also, we have also improved the soldering, the back section, and you can actually see that the previous modules we used to have back-to-back stringing. So this was causing a lot of tension, also resistance on the cell. So you can actually see that the back contact cell have got a very good current cell stress, less cell stress. So if you look at it, we're looking at, when we're comparing, we're looking at 50 megawatt MPa. Then with our new module, which is the HEMO 6, we're looking at 26 MPa. So that is on the technology in terms of soldering, and also encapsulation. It improves also the encapsulation of the cell. So we used to have a lot of problems with hotspots. So now what happens to this cell? So it improves your hotspots, it improves your stress levels on the cell. So we've got also a free current flow on the module. So this is the improvement which we have done on the cell and the ribbon, and also stress levels. Then when we looked at the temperature, after the improvement, we have done what we call a simulation, and we've done with the PVCs, and we have a power coefficient temperature of lower than 0.29, which is very great. So in terms of hot areas, if you install your modules in areas whereby there's higher heat or there's a generation of heat, so our modules can still produce approximately at 85 degrees, you'll get at least 82.6% of the power. And also, same applies also to the colder temperatures as well. it can even go up to minus 40 degrees Celsius. Then in terms of degradation, in our first year, the degradation of our HIMO 6 is 1%. Then after, we'll have a year-by-year 0.4% loss. So at the end of the 30-year period, you'll still have 86.9% of power generation from your plant. So which means in terms of 25-hour guarantee, we are sitting at 88.5. Then we have also on the Explorer 15-year material warranty. When we speak of material warranty, we are talking about also the processes which goes together with how the module was produced. And also on the scientist side, we are looking at 25 years material warranty. Then also we have seen also the after all the experiments we have done on the HIMO 6, we have seen that also the module can also produce under low irradiation. So you'll have more time to produce in terms of your plant after installation. You can gain more power out of it. Then we did also some tests, and we did also a comparison between the PEC module and TOPCon and also our HIMO 6. You can actually see that we had under same circumstances of installation, we had an increase of about 6% compared to the PEC. Then also compared to the TOPCon, we had a 3% increase. In terms of the material, all our materials, they are all qualified by third parties, and also they are carefully selected and also approved and also tested. And I'm going to talk about also the reliability test, I think, in the next slide. All our materials, they've gone rigorous test to make sure that we've got a very good quality product. So this is our reliability test. So the test was done on different segments. I'm just going to touch on the 4 segments which was tested. That is the health impact simulation, which was done. And also we did also a thermal cycle test, and also dynamic simulation and spray test. And what we have realized after the test, we've got 5% and less degradation after all these tests was done. And lastly, in terms of process system reliability assurance, all our materials are examined, and also we have process controls in place and also quality controls in place. And also we've got also product reliability monitoring. So this is done monthly, quarterly as well, sending also to third parties. And also we are more than welcome also from our clients and also our customers also to do also some tests with their third parties and so on. I think that is from my side. That is the overview of our new product, HIMO 6. But if you need more information, I'll be able also to share with you the all the data sheets, and also if you need some assistance, I'm there to assist as well. I think, thank you very much. If there's any questions.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions in regards to what is mentioned? No questions. Okay, seems like we don't have any questions. Thanks for that
So,
presentation. Yeah.
I take it as good presentation. I'll wait, but I'll be open for any questions even after the webinar.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. I mean,
Thank
it's
you
so
very
great
much.
to see Longi being in the forefront of innovative technologies in the module side. And yeah, looking forward to seeing more. And I think this is the HIMO 6 is quite a great technology. And I think it's a very good product for the South African market. I mean, yeah. So guys, feel free to contact to drop an email, and then if you're looking for Longi modules, we can then assist you in acquiring those. But yeah, thank you for the great presentation. And yeah, if you have questions, you can drop them on the chat, and then we can make sure that we get back to you to assist. So yeah. So I think this is the end of the presentation. Just a reminder, please, to receive the recording after the webinar, you just have to make sure that you register on the link that was dropped by Zane. And if you are not registered with us, you can just drop your email, and then we can just get you signed up to our online web shop.